Now, the division law is very, very important as the multiplication law. Now, the division, let's look at this simple example. If I ask you now to divide 3 raised to the power of 4 by 3 raised to the power of 2, now you're going to arrange that. Now, 3 raised to the power of 4 divided by 3 raised to the power of 2 is the same thing as saying 3 raised to the power of 4 over 3 raised to the power of 2. Now, if you open that or you expand that, you're going to be having 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 over 3 times 3. Now, if you're having that, you have to strike out the numerator by the denominator. So if you use the 3's below to strike out the 3's that are above, you have 1 3 cancelling 1 3. Then the second 3 cancels the other 3. Then you're now going to be left with 2 3's on top as the numerator. So you're now going to be left with what? 3 times 3 on top over 1. And then finally, you're now going to be having 3 raised to the power 2. Now 3 raised to the power 2 will give you 9. All right. So that is the solution to 3 raised to the power 4 over 3 raised to the power 2. Okay. Now, let's look at this law. Now, this law states that instead of you to go ahead to divide 3 raised to the power 4 by 3 raised to the power 2 because of that division sign, you will now go ahead because the bases are the same and you have that sign of division, you just subtract. You just what? Subtract. So you go ahead and say 3 raised to the power 4 minus 2. So 4 is the power of one base and 2 is the power of the other base. So since they are the same, just write down one base 3, then you say 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is going to give you 2. Then finally, you're now going to arrive at 3 raised to the power 2. So 3 raised to the power 2 will now be your final answer. 3 raised to the power 2 will now be your final answer. So you have been able to establish the division law, or you can call it the division/subtraction law. Whatever you want to put there, you can put it as far as you know. There's a connection, there's a relationship between that division and subtraction. All right. So that is what I just want you to know there. There must be a relationship between those two basic operations for you to be able to do very well relating division of same bases under indices. Thank you so much. I hope you understand this. All right. So you can use this to try out any question on indices. Thank you so much for your time.